I know that you guys wanted to downplay it, but the president came out and said there, had been some problems and one guy had to go. Do you hope that this will allow you to breathe a little bit more and grow into the player you want to be?
So, it finally happened. JT Miller has got traded to the New York Rangers. The New York Rangers made a significant move by acquiring JT Miller from the Vancouver Canucks, marking his return to the team that originally drafted him in 2011. This trade not only bolsters the Rangers' forward depth, but also provides the Canucks with assets to reshape their roster and obviously solves their locker room issues. However, my bigger concern is with Elias Pettersson, but we'll get to that shortly. First, let's break down the trade. For the Rangers, acquiring JT Miller is a major addition. Miller is a versatile forward capable of playing both center and wing, making him an invaluable piece for a team looking to make a deep playoff run. While this season has been a struggle for Miller in terms of finishing ability, his history as a 100-point centerman is undeniable. The Rangers have been searching for ways to generate more offensive consistency, and Miller's combination of size, speed, and skill will be a key asset in their pursuit of success. Beyond his offensive potential, Miller brings a physical edge that the Rangers have lacked in their top six. He complements the team's existing core and offers the ability to slot into multiple roles. Whether playing down the middle or on the wing, Miller gives the Rangers coaching staff immense flexibility in structuring their forward lines. His presence allows Mika Zibanejad and Vincent Trocheck to focus on their strengths while providing additional offensive production. This move also provides the Rangers with insurance against injuries, as Miller can step into various roles if necessary. A key aspect of this deal for the Rangers is how it impacts their cap situation. Miller comes with a sizable cap hit, but the Rangers see this as a necessary price to pay for the offensive production. Given their aspirations of contending for the Cup, they have opted to take on Miller's contract in order to bolster their forward depth. While this may constrain their ability to make additional moves before the trade deadline, the team has clearly prioritized upgrading their roster for a cup push. For the Canucks, this trade represents a necessary decision to move on from an increasingly complicated situation. The rift between Miller and Elias Pettersson was no secret, and it had begun to affect the team's overall chemistry. Vancouver had little leverage in trade negotiations due to Miller's full no-move clause, but they were able to extract a respectable return given the circumstances. The key piece coming back to Vancouver is Philip Chytil, who has proven to be an effective player when healthy. Chytil provides Vancouver with a younger, cost-controlled center who has demonstrated offensive potential in limited opportunities. While he may not replicate Miller's production immediately, Chytil's upside gives the Canucks a promising building block for the future. Injuries have been a concern throughout his career, but when on the ice, he has shown the ability to contribute offensively. With an expanded role in Vancouver, Chytil could flourish and become a long-term piece in their top six. Another aspect of this trade that benefits the Canucks is the cap relief it provides. Miller's departure removes a significant financial commitment from Vancouver's books, giving them much-needed flexibility moving forward. With players due for a contract extension and other roster decisions looming, freeing up cap space was a priority for the Canucks. Additionally, the Canucks received a first-round pick in 2025, which is protected if it falls within the top 13 selections. Should the Rangers struggle and miss the playoffs, this pick could become an unprotected 2026 first-rounder, potentially increasing its value. This gives the Canucks a valuable draft asset to either select a high-upside prospect or use as a trade chip in future deals. Victor Mancini, another piece in the return for Vancouver, offers a defensive presence with long-term potential. While not an immediate impact player, Mancini provides depth and could develop into a serviceable NHL defenseman with time. So, one of the main reasons for this trade is the situation Miller had with Elias Pettersson. In case you are not up to date or need to be refreshed on the situation, here's a quick recap. Throughout the season, reports surfaced of tension between Pettersson and Miller, and their chemistry on the ice was visibly lacking. In October 2024, during a Vancouver Canucks practice, tensions boiled over between forwards JT Miller and Elias Pettersson. The incident began during a battle drill, where the two exchanged slashes before Miller escalated matters with a cross-check to Pettersson. To top it off, Miller reportedly called Pettersson a baby. Head coach Rick Tocchet quickly downplayed the altercation, insisting that these kinds of dust-ups happen all the time in hockey practices and labeling it not a big deal. And really, it shouldn't have been. This isn't middle school. Earlier in the season, Miller took a 10-game leave of absence for undisclosed personal reasons. During that stretch, Pettersson flourished, racking up 15 points in 10 games. His play was dynamic and confident, suggesting that he thrived in Miller's absence. However, since Miller's return, Pettersson's production has dropped sharply, just 11 points in the following 22 games. One of the most telling signs of strain between the two came when Tocchet made a significant change to the team's power play units. Traditionally, Miller and Pettersson played together on the top unit, a setup that had proven successful in the past, but recently, Tocchet had split them up, alternating them between the first and second units. When asked about the move, Tocchet brushed it off, saying, "We're just trying different things right now." On the surface, that response seems harmless, but given the swirling speculation, the timing is suspect. If the chemistry between two star players is fractured, separating them could be an attempt to manage the situation, but it also makes the issue even more obvious. Former Canucks head coach Bruce Boudreau added another layer to the story, revealing that the tension between Miller and Pettersson predates his tenure, which began in 2021. According to Boudreau, he was aware of lingering friction between the two upon his arrival, but believed it had been resolved. From a locker room perspective, this trade also allows the Canucks to restart and focus on stability and on ice performance and not teammate feuds. Distractions from the Miller and Petey situation had become a storyline that overshadowed Vancouver's on-ice performance. For the Rangers, this trade signifies an all-in approach. They are banking on Miller to elevate their offensive production and provide the spark needed to secure a playoff spot. With the Eastern Conference playoff race tightening, every move matters, and Miller's presence should make a noticeable impact. He gives the Rangers another high-end forward who can contribute in various situations, from even strength play to the power play and penalty kill. His two-way ability, when fully engaged, can be an asset, though defensive consistency has sometimes been a concern. For Rangers fans, the excitement of Miller's return is undeniable. A proven offensive weapon, Miller has the potential to make an immediate impact and help the team push toward the postseason. His experience, versatility, and competitiveness are all qualities that will serve the Rangers well as they navigate the remainder of the season. But as I mentioned at the start of the video, I have some concerns about Elias Pettersson. Let me explain. With this trade essentially happening as a direct result of his ongoing tension with JT Miller, all eyes will be on Pettersson. The Canucks organization and the fan base will expect him to step up and prove that the move was justified. That kind of pressure can be overwhelming, even for a player of his caliber. My biggest concern is how he'll handle that pressure. We've seen players thrive under heightened expectations, but we've also seen others struggle when the spotlight intensifies. Even in his post-game interview yesterday, when asked about the weight of these expectations, Pettersson confidently stated that he's ready for it.
Do you think there's going to be more pressure on you now to lead this team as a center?
Yeah, of course. I mean, but then on the side, I want that pressure, so I want that pressure, and it's up to me to take it.
But words are one thing, execution is another. The reality is, you never truly know how a player will respond until they're in the thick of it. If Pettersson rises to the occasion and delivers elite performances, the Canucks will look like they made the right call. But if he falters under the weight of these expectations, questions will arise about whether this was the right move for the team and for him. Let me know what you think about this. It was just a thought that came to mind, and I'd love to hear your opinions on it. But what do you think? Did Vancouver make the right call in moving on from Miller? Will he be the missing piece for a Rangers Cup run? And what about Philip Cheidel? Can he stay healthy and thrive in Vancouver? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more hockey content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.